rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should have bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stuff. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I resage Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything.
The NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing first play is Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Williams, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, Herbert got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Herbert now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Shrugs him off. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and goal from the 1. Here's Pacheco. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They try to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Eckler running it, and he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a 2nd and 6. A handoff, it's Eckler. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running right with Kelly. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This 2nd and 4. Williams being motion left. On second down, Eckler, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
In motion left comes Williams. Up the middle with Eckler. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Gerald Everett from 19 yards away. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes, he'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mahomes now to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Third and short, McKinnon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And they'll accept that penalty. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Eckler to begin the drive, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's Eckler again. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme, When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll give up the middle to Kelly. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert just beat the play clock. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 72 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Going on the ground with Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And Allen's got it. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he gets this one down to the 24. A gain of 32 that time.
How you leave a receiver of that caliber, that wide open on that play is absolutely beyond me. You've watched tape. You've gone over the scouting report. Your first move should be double or triple him and make sure someone else doesn't beat you.
Well, especially on 3rd down. That's what's really baffling. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On the ground with a tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Donald Parham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Now they send a man in motion right. And that flag accepted. Extra point try now from Dicker. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here comes 2nd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Pacheco once again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Here now, 3rd down.
Well, Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here it is, 4th and inches. Going for it with McKinnon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
This is 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Here's 2nd down. Again, it's Pacheco. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.